Get up, mama. A wise person once said, the life you are waiting to enjoy may already be the life you prayed for. Girl, get up and pour into yourself. It's 24 hours in a day, mama. I know you deserve to spend at least 5 minutes on yourself. Get up, mama. Get up, get up, get up. Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the village. And if you're new here, I am Ashley and I am your host. I am a mom to our beautiful rainbow twins, living out this good old country life, working part-time, homeschooling, tending to my garden, tending to my chickens, and trying to enjoy this life I have without losing myself. Wherever you are right now, whether that's folding laundry, putting up some dishes, riding in your vehicle, or just finally getting a moment to yourself, I am really glad you're here. But before we begin, take a gentle inhale through your nose. Hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and release. Today we're going to talk about how to romanticize your life in the most simplest ways. I know it has become aesthetic to romanticize our life, and I just want to say that I'm loving it. I love that for us. You've been looking for ways to just elevate your life or to just enjoy your life, to make your person feel good. You've been looking for a spark in your life. Romanticizing your life is one of the simplest things you can do, and it's one of the quickest too. Yeah, you don't always have to be something expensive. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go all out the way that the people go out on the internet. We do understand that they have a purpose into doing it right. I'm going to give you a few ways that you can romanticize your life just on an everyday basis. Like, you don't have to wait for a vacation. You ain't got to wait to get a bigger house. And you don't have to wait till them kids get older to enjoy your life. You can start enjoying your life now by just doing some simple things. Why are you waiting till someday? Like, what is that day going to look like for you? And if you feel like you've been waiting on that someday, if you feel like this is you or something you need, then this episode is for you. Let me ask you something. Why have you been waiting? Because I know you probably keep saying, someday I'm going to do it. Let me tell you something. A wise person once said, one day or day one, you decide. Let's talk about what's really stopping you from like just romanticizing your life today. Or just doing the things that you want to in your life today. Like, what's stopping you? I really want you to answer that question. Put that in your journal prompt. Answer that today. Like, what is stopping you from doing the things that you want to do? It's about finding the beauty in like the ordinary days, like your regular day life. When I talk about romanticizing your life, I'm talking about, for an example, when you wake up in the morning and you do your skincare routine, light an incense, set the mood. Set the atmosphere. Get the lights looking all right. Light your incense, light your candle. Get some smell goods going up in there. Add some pizzazz to your everyday single life. That's it. I told you it ain't gotta be expensive. Set the mood. That's pretty much how you romanticize everything in your life. Set the mood. You're about to do your hair today, or you need to get done some chores in the house. Even when I'm washing dishes, I like to turn on me some music, light a candle or light an incense. Or even when I'm cleaning up the kitchen or cleaning up the house, I like to romanticize that. I like to set the tone. I like to have the lights right. I like to do all of that when I'm cleaning up, just to make the process more enjoyable. So give me a reason to glide around the house. I like to put on me something nice, turn on that Luther Vandross, and I get to moving in that house. Turn on my little Ola Goldies, turn on my songs that make me feel sensual. I like to do all of that. I like to go through all them different moods when I'm cleaning the house. So that's about, just like I said, find the beauty in like your regular days, the ordinary days. It's simple and it can be affordable as well. I know sometimes in aesthetically pleasing videos, they look like they look unaffordable, but it's not. It's just about finding like the small things. Like when you wake up in the morning, find your ritual. Like, that's how I romanticize my life. Like, it's something that I do on certain days, depending on how I feel. I like to have a ritual. because it makes me more excited about my day. It makes me more excited to start my day. I was just thinking the other day, I was sitting down and I was like saying to myself, dang, I gotta wake up in the morning and get this done, and started naming all the tasks that I have to get done, right? And then I paused for a minute because I had been praying for some things. I had been trying to affirm and attract some things. Shortcutting, if you like to listen to affirmations, you can go to my Patreon and purchase the affirmation pack I have out there. How am I praying for a life I'm already teaching myself not to enjoy? When I wake up in the morning, I want to be happy that I got to do the things that I do. I want to be happy because I get to do the things that I do. Like, I want to show gratitude. So I had to check myself the other day. Like, whoa, girl. When I start to feel that way, I notice I'm out of my ritual. And when I talk about intentionality, being mindful, like pouring into yourself. Pouring into yourself is not going to solve all of your problems, like in one day. It just gives you better tools. It makes you better equipped with facing life. Like, for an example, what I just told you, like, I got off track and I was probably finna down spiral, and it was like, wait, hold on. You're a little off right here. This is a bit off-putting. It's not like you. It's out of your ordinary lately. What is it that would get you back to that? And so I had to pay attention to that. I feel like I was just rambling just then. I'm in the country, baby. So I get down and dirty. Hands get dirty, all this and that. So when it's time for me to look good, when it's time for me to feel good, I try to prioritize that now. I love getting dressed up. I love feeling nice. I love looking nice. And like, why wouldn't I? Like, you never know the news you're going to hear when you hear it, where you hear it, and why you hear it. Like, you never know that. So why not make the best of like what we have right here and right now? And I feel like that's my main goal, like make the best of the life that I have right now. Even when I go in the garden, I'm trying to look my best. Now, some days I don't quite make it. Now, some days I be going out there looking a mess. Everything ain't always perfect. You ain't gonna always get it right every day. It's gonna be some days you don't feel like it. It's gonna be some days you just can't do it. Some days you just don't want to do it. And that is okay. That is okay. That is a part of life, baby. Like, and you get a day or a few days to not feel like it, to not do, or to not be sometimes. But you got to get your behind back up, because that's the only option you have. Like, you only get one life to live. I don't think we understand the magnitude of that. And it's like we waiting for someday. Like, what's that someday? Who's promising you that someday? Why not today? Choosing gratitude does not mean that you're pretending like life is perfect. It just means you appreciate life. You're learning to appreciate life for the things that you do have, while striving to gain the things that you want. So get up and start romanticizing your life. Next, we're going to move into our word of the day. Now, don't go out there and just parlay now. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there and just have a ball. Now, I can't tell you how to live your life. But, be responsible and, live your life. Enjoy your life. You only get one of them things. And like I said, you never know the information you hear when you hear it and why you hear it. Next, we're going to move into our word of the day. The word of the day is love. Love the things that you have. Love the things that you have, and love the things that you pray for. Let's get into our quote of the day, which was, the life you're waiting to enjoy may already be the life you once prayed for. The life you are waiting to enjoy may already be the life you once prayed for. God's almighty, ain't it? Hold on now. Take a deep breath. I know. I felt that. I felt that one. A lot of times we don't even realize that we're not even living in the present moment, because we're rushing to ask for things already when we forgot to enjoy the thing we're sitting in, which is probably something that we prayed for. A lot of times it can be easy to focus on the bad choices in life, or the bad decisions we made, or the things that we don't have, till we forget to focus on the things that we do have. That can show a lack of our gratitude and a lack of appreciation. I just think that we got to learn how to live more in the present moment and be grateful for the things that we do have, and make the best of life where we are right now. So a wise person once said, "You will get there, but right now, you are here." And when I hear that quote, it just reminds me of how we like to rush into our success, or what we think it's supposed to look like, or what we think our life is supposed to look like. And we can be disappointed every single time, because it's like you don't know what's out there. Like, you don't know what's ahead. You don't know how you're going to get it. You don't know when you're going to get it. You don't know where you're going to be when you get it. So why even focus on that? Why not focus on what you have right now that's going to align you with that or lead you to that? And a lot of times I think we shoot our blessings down by doing that as well. Like, I'm guilty of that. It's like I want to have, grab. And it's like, enjoy what you have right now. Enjoy the fruits of your labor right now. Enjoy the things that you pray for right now. And if you enjoy them, my child, I will teach you how to get those things. I will show you where those things are sitting. Next, we're going to roll into our next segment, which is reading off a few comments. I seen a lot of y'all comments on the mental health check-in. I don't know if y'all understand the scale that I utilized, right? I say on a scale 1 to 10. And I seen a lot of y'all come and say y'all was sitting at a 2 to 3. Okay, now I'm worried. Because I don't know if we understand the magnitude of that scale. Like, a 2 to 3 is all the way down here. You okay, baby? Do you know what's wrong? I don't know you from a can of paint, and I'm not a therapist at all, right? But I can give you a few tips. I want you to get you a piece of paper. If you ain't never wrote in your life, I need you to change that right now. Because you got to do something with the thoughts. You got to do something with your mind, your ideas, your wants, and your needs. And in order to be able to do that, you need to have them sitting in front of you. You need to keep them on your mind. And if you don't write it down, it's hard to keep certain things on your mind. It's hard to keep positivity on your mind. If you're sitting that low, I know it's hard to keep positivity on your mind. So I want you to get a pencil and a pen. I want you to write down everything that you want. It ain't got to be a list of 100 things. No, I just want you to write everything you want right now. And make it make sense with your situation. Know everything that you need. Everything that you want and everything that you need. I need you to write it down right now. After you write that down, now I want you to tell me, I want you to list 5 things you love about yourself. Because the things that you love about yourself, or the things that you're great at, or the way that you see yourself, that's how you're going to get those things on that list. If you can't find 5 things you love about yourself, write down 5 things that you would love about yourself. Like, if this was you, or this is who you want to be, write down those things. After you write that down, now you got to get to work. No, it's not going to be easy. Small things every single day until you build yourself up. Find out where you want to start on that list. And you got to be honest about what you need right now. People need different things. You can need a therapist. You can need shelter. You can need food. You can need companionship. You can need more anything, but you got to find out where you need to start. And I would say go see someone. Like, if you need to start with a therapist, go see a therapist. But if you can't start there, just work on yourself in every avenue you can, in every part of your life you can. Now we're about to roll into our next segment where we're going to do our question and answers. Let's see what we got today. First question is from Maya. How do you stay so grounded? How do I stay so grounded? What gives you the impression that I'm grounded? I practice mindfulness. Like, I'm intentional about being grounded. There are certain things that I do throughout the day that help me with that process. Certain things, certain daily practices that I have to help me stay grounded, like saying my affirmations or listening to my affirmations. Shameless plug, you can get the affirmation package on my Patreon. It's amazing. It's awesome. I listen to it every single day. Like, just affirming myself. Those type of things. Yeah, that's how I stay grounded. And just practice on it every day. Next question is from Tammy. Are you spiritual or are you religious? I would have to say that I feel like I'm more spiritual. We have one right here from Callie. Callie says, I notice you always talking about sitting in silence, but how do you get to that point if you can't stand to listen to your thoughts? Basically, like how do you overcome like being able to not sit in silence or to overcome your thoughts? Basically, I don't think the goal is to overcome your thoughts. When I meditate, I feel like the goal is to understand my thoughts, to be able to hear myself, to be able to be one with myself and with God, and to know what we're thinking, what we have going on, and how we should proceed. So that's how I approach meditation. And also, though, when I meditate, it's like to get a hold of my thoughts, because they could be all over the place depending on what I did for that day. Like they could be all over the place. So when it's time for meditation, I want everything to come up and to come out. So, and then I also want you to know that a lot of mess is going to come out first before you get to your creativity, before you get to your creativeness, before you get to your gratitude side, before you get to all of the happiness that comes from meditation and all of the peace that comes from meditation. You got to go through that little, what's considered like a storm or a little rough part, because you got to cipher out all the BS that you got going on in your head, all of the filters. And it ain't all necessary, and I don't think it's just all BS, but you got to cycle out the filters that you got going on in your head. You got to get rid of everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's opinions, and now you got to focus on yours. Now you got to focus on God. It's not an easy thing to do, depending on the overload you done had throughout the day. I would say just give yourself patience. Continue to be intentional about the process. I just show up every single day, and every single day you be intentional about it, you get better with it. Where else can I find you? I'm on Patreon. I have an accountability tier. I feel like I need the name of office hours. I seen that somewhere, where we just have like office hours 2 to 3 days out of the week. When you come there, you create or you do some tasks that you've been putting off for a long time. You can chat for a little bit with other moments to just connect and get that synergy, and maybe share some things that you may be going through and you need advice on, that type of thing. You also have access to all of the material that's out there. That's audio packs, journal prompts, things of that nature that's available to you. So you can find me on there. Oh, and I do have an affirmation package. I believe in affirming yourself. So I have an affirmation package you can find on my Patreon too. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you for being here, being supporting, and being patient. Just know that I see you, I notice you, I hear you. Thank y'all for coming, and thank you for showing up for yourself. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to share. It helps the channel grow, and it also tells me what you enjoy and what type of content I should put out more of. And not just that, it also puts me in the face of the people that could utilize me, that could need me, that could benefit from the podcast the way that you are. So please don't forget to like, comment, and share as well. And if you already haven't subscribed to the channel, what you waiting on? And if you already haven't joined the Patreon, what are you waiting on? We're waiting on you over there, girl. No pressure though, just whenever you're ready to come join the village.